the biggest thing is just trying to grow each week. I felt I've gotten a little bit better each week that we've been playing. The same goes for the offense. We've all been trying to work, and we feel like we've been growing each and every week. I think that really just showed today as a whole. Not just me. I wouldn't be able to do it without the guys around me, especially, Caleb, that offensive line played great today. Running backs, everybody's all around. I thought Brian called a great game. They put a great plan together. And so I think it just shows what, as an offense, how much we've grown.
You look at that drive right before halftime. Obviously, the end result wasn't what you wanted, but the way to go from, I think there's a minute 23 left in the half, and to go 70 yards, and you seem to really connect with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
What was that drive like, and how did maybe it pull over into in the third quarter?
Yeah, regardless of how it ended, obviously not the way I wanted, not the way we wanted it to end, I think that, it built momentum. And it was like, all right, guys, let's just keep doing this. We know we can do it. We just did it. So, let's just keep it rolling in the second half. I think we did a great job with that.
This is a game you feel like you needed just in kind of a confidence boost going into your last couple games of the regular season.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like I said, growing each week, and I thought I took a good step forward today. But the biggest thing is just continuing to take a step forward, next week and the following after that.
What's the biggest thing that you think you've learned over these last 5 or 6 games or you've been at QB1?
I think it's just how I carry myself, maturing as a player and as a person. There's a lot that comes with being a starting quarterback at Iowa. And obviously, I like having Spence around me and Cade to do that with me has been really nice. And so I think that's the biggest thing I've seen with myself is just maturing and handling myself better.
As the game went on, I think you had 8 straight completions at one point. Do you feel your confidence growing as that goes on and as you keep making these positive plays, or are you just locked in from the get-go?
Yeah, I think it's just a rhythm that you get into. You kind of just black out, and it's kind of just okay, I know what I'm doing. Trust your fundamentals, trust your base, and I think it's just building a rhythm within it. And so,
was this the first week that you really trusted your fundamentals and felt that rhythm?
Yeah, I think today was a big. I really felt and trusted myself and what I was seeing. Trusting what the coaches have been telling me. It worked out. So,
it wasn't just a big game for you, but for Caleb Brown too.
Yeah.
What does that mean for you to have a weapon like that? And now, I don't know, you guys build some cohesion, not just in practice, but on the field. And
yeah, I think we all know what Caleb was capable of and how he was going to do it. I think it was just a matter of when it was going to happen. Just happened to be this game, and so I think I'm really happy for him. He came up to me just outside right here, and he's like, "Let's just keep this thing going." And so, I'm excited.
Deacon, in those short yard situations, we're calling your number a lot to go in and sneak the ball. How does it feel hearing that? And do you like getting in there with the big guys and getting that 1 yard?
Yeah, I'm a fan of the QB sneak. I don't think that's a secret, but short yardage, I kind of know it's coming in. But yeah, it's fun to get in there a little bit.
Do you like sneaking Deacon?
Yeah, I've been called that a lot recently. So, but yeah, I like to get in there, do some dirty work.
When you look at the defense you guys faced, one of the better ones in the country, certainly is stopping the run and being very physical, yet the offensive line, as patchwork as it's been, as banged up as it is, kept you pretty much dry, I guess. Really did a good job there. What is it about this unit and on the offensive line that's been able to really take these steps forward?
Yeah, I think it's how close-knit they are. They travel everywhere together. When we go to the hotel, they have a huge table for all of them to sit together. I think they're playing iPhone games. You walk into one of the rooms, and it's just the entire offensive line sitting on the beds and the ground playing iPhone games together. But I think just a testament to them. They hold each other accountable really well. I think it's just a testament to how close they are. They've done a great job with that, being super tight-knit. Next man up, that whole saying and all that. But yeah, they've done a great job just being close-knit and holding each other accountable.
What have you done mentally as this thing has gone along this year? How have you kept positivity in your game, and what have you done to help yourself, and what have others done to help you?
Yeah, I think kind of looking back at the tape, and if you go back to Michigan State when this first happened, I think there's been growth, and I think that's the biggest thing is just seeing that growth is what gives me confidence. And then just talking to Spence, I've Cade, Coach Bud, Brian, you know, they've all, you know, been there. So, you know, talking to them, talking through everything. Then, you know, trusting that, like, Coach Bud always tells me, like, you know, like, you're here for a reason. So, you know, trust that. And so I think it's just the biggest thing is just trusting myself and that growth that I've seen over the past month or so, whatever it is.
Is it like, when you talk about trusting yourself, like, is that hard to do? Is that something you've kind of had, like, been a process to do?
I think, yeah, sometimes it can be tough, you know, especially before Michigan State. You know, I hadn't played real meaningful snaps or football since high school, I want to say. So trying to get back into that rhythm and trying to, you know, understand what I'm trying to do and what the team needs me to do and just get back on the field and get into that flow, I think can be tough at times, but staying level throughout all of it is the biggest thing.
What's been Spencer's message to you?
Yeah, he's just like, keep pushing forward, you know, ignore everything else, you know, the only guys that matter are in the building. And that's been the biggest thing for me is just really only talking to the guys in the building. You know, I'll talk to my family too, don't get me wrong. I love my family, but you know, my family knows not to text me during the week just because I'm like pretty focused, but I think it's the biggest thing is just making sure there's no need to explore the outside, just be within the group, be within the team.
How difficult is